As you'll have seen from the thumbnail, this is going to be a sling bow. Don't look like one now, but you know exactly what it looks like when it's finished. And what I need to do now is work out the centres, so that's why I've put it on this little grid. And the centres should be here and here, so I need some tube now, and I've got this guy, who's going to be the core. And I need to figure out where I'm going to cut it, and where I'm going to place it, because I don't want to cut the rim yet, because I want to make sure that it's welded on. Centralised, that's definitely a word. I've cut that, which you obviously just watched. Ooh. And that will sit there, but I'm not sure on the strength on this rim when I cut it, so I want to try and reinforce it a little bit. Obviously there's going to be a bar going across here as well to reinforce it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the front, cut this in half, and put one of these either side with one of my little spiky things sticking out. And that's where and that is where the elastic will attach. So now I need to cut this, sand it, and do other stuff so I can weld it and need to work out where the hole's going. You can watch a little montage of that, I guess. I forgot to press record as usual. Well, I didn't forget, I pressed record after I'd already done it. But there you go, I've marked it out. This was a mistake because I can't add up properly, and this is where I'm going to drill the holes, and then that centre one's where I'm going to split them. I haven't split this yet, so I can weld them both at the same time, and I've propped it up with a bar which is 21mm, which is the correct spacing, and then these I'll use as the brazen rod when I weld it with glue. These are all cooled down, and I've split them in half, as you can see, because there's two, not just one. So now I need to work out where I'm cutting so that I can try and weld these in situ, and then this tube should sit up against the base of this. Should. Cutting at the end of each hole should give me the right amount of space, as again, should. I've marked that side for cut, and I've also marked this side so I know where the centre is on this side, and then I'll be cutting these further up as it's welded together, as I've already told you, you know. I've just filed down all the sharp bits so I don't cut my little fingers, and now I need to mark out where this goes. So I'm going to rough it by eye. I'm going to cut these off camera because it'll just be the same as when I cut that, and then I'll be back in the next clip. Before I weld these guys on, I realised that where the spokes were is pretty sharp and it'll probably split the cord, so I'm going to flatten all them off as I've already started. I've cleaned all the inside of this up, and now I need to attach this. As you can see, the gap is pretty big. I don't know why. I've maybe sprung these. So I need to bring this in together. Ooh, I got these tie wraps from the car. And I'll wrap that around there and it should bring it in. Oh yeah. So now I need to weld it. With weld, not glue. It's all cooled down now. That's why I can touch it. And what I need to do is build a handle. So I've got this bit of scrap tube. And I've been trying to work out where I'm going to put it. And I think along this line here on an angle. So it looks real cool and student-y, maybe. Now I need to work out where I'm going to cut this. I didn't forget to press record. You did. But I've got these in now. They're not welded up though. I need to go weld them up. I'm pretty happy with that. And this is going to be the... This is going to be how you hold it. Like a pistol. So I guess we'll go put some glue in there now. With a metal glue gun. That is now obviously all welded together, so now I've made a mark on here and here where I want to cut it, because it should be solid enough now. Should be, obviously. It might not be, but we'll find out, and it might just get thrown at the wall. I was going to cut these on an angle, but I quite like the shape of this. I might change it before the end. And I need to soften these edges so that the cord don't get caught on there. But what I want to do now is, because I've just been thinking about it, I'm thinking if I go for a drill a hole around here, and then I'll cut a slot out, then you can just drop the arrow in sideways and push it through. And it should make it a lot easier and faster reload. Yeah? Now I want to add a little whisker biscuit. Not a very tasty biscuit. So I'm going to cut a sliver of this off and mount it on the side so that this can then bolt to that, so you can take it off, I guess. Pretty happy with that now, and the arrow rest sits nicely. So now what I need to do is clean it up, because no one likes dirty things. Oh, we do, don't we? So I'll do a montage of me doing that, and then we need to add all the gubbins. We'll clean it. I scrubbed all the crap off it with the Scotch-Brite, and now I'm giving it a wipe down with alcohol. That's why I'm getting drunk, and I can't get my lines right. And then I'm going to spray it with some clear lacquer so it don't rust. Thoughtful. I left this overnight so that the magic water could cure and harden, so it should be good now. And now it's time to obviously put an elastic on it, because there's nothing to force the arrows to go anywhere at the moment. I made one of these because it's boring seeing me tie knots and string. This is that Kevlar that I've got, and it locks onto the arrows pretty nicely. So now what I need to do is push this inside with a bit of lube. on both of these, and then I can put it all together. I only need to cut these to length. I forgot to press record, so I just went through the motions of it. I was actually trying to be funny and I was going to record me running out of arrows and missing it, but I bloody hit the target. Start again.